Yeah. Welcome back, guys. So welcome to my online training on performance testing in engineering, and welcome back to my YouTube channel. So I am going to upload this session to my YouTube channel. That's why I'm saying welcome back to my YouTube channel. So we had our first demo last Sunday, and I gave a trainer introduction and a roadmap of the training and the course contents, right? So today I'm going to cover like what is the system requirement for load runner. So as you see here, this is November 2022 batch, PT for performance testing, guys. So I'll share this batch tracker also with everyone. Okay, that's why I'm explaining this. So PT for performance testing, this is November 2022 batch. I am going to start a load runner in this batch. So that's why I kept first load runner, LR, okay, and then JMeter and then Dynatrace. Is it clear, guys? This is the naming convention that I follow for every batch, and I will be sharing this tracker also with everyone. Please, those who did not share your Gmail ID, please ping me your Gmail ID in WhatsApp to me, guys. I hope everyone have my number, right? So please share your Gmail ID to me so that I can share this tracker with you, and also I can add you to the Google Classroom. For every batch, I will create one Google Classroom, and I will be sharing assignments and all in that Google Classroom. Clear, guys? I did not create a Google Classroom for this batch yet. I'm quickly doing it.
Excuse me, sir.
Yes, yes, sir.
Will you send the recordings of the classes also?
Yes.
Okay. Will you update daily or?
Yes, I will update you. May I know who is this?
This is Suman, sir.
Suman. Okay.
Yes. Sir.
Guys, everyone have my WhatsApp number, right, guys? Please ping me your Gmail if you haven't shared it before, guys. So please, this is my WhatsApp number. Please, ping me your Gmail ID so that I can add everyone to this Google Classroom. So in this Google Classroom, I will be giving assignments. Okay. So I'll add students and I will be giving assignments. Clear, guys?
Yes, sir.
Or you can ping it in the Zoom chat. Okay, better ping it in WhatsApp so that I need not refer here and there. Got it. So okay, let's start with the today's session, guys. Okay. So first, let us see, like we need to ensure that I need to ensure that you have proper enough required enough system configuration, right? So are your laptops are enough for the configuration, enough for your this load runner software for run using this load runner software or not, isn't it? So first let's start with this. I'm going to I'm going to do a Google search for, please everyone, please do this, guys. Load runner 2022. Please do this, guys, along with me. System requirements. Do a Google search like this. Load runner 2022 system requirements, and go to this link. Go to this link, admhelp.microfocus.com. Please go to that link, microfocus.com, which is pointing to microfocus.com. Okay. And you'll get a PDF document like this. You can download it and you can save it on your machine, or else you can access it online. So this is the system requirement document for load runner 2022. Here you can see the version is mentioned here, version 2022. This is the version that I am going to cover, right? Load runner professional and load runner enterprise. We will learn, or I will cover load runner professional, okay, in this training. Now what is the required configuration for this, right? So here is the system configuration. I will see both hardware requirement and software requirement. So first let us understand the hardware requirement. Here you can see this is the hardware requirement, right? So processor, it can be supported is 2-core CPU and 8-core CPU is recommended. And where to check this processor? Where to check this processor? And RAM supported RAM is 8 GB. Recommended one is 16 GB, right? And how to check this? How to check your system configuration? As I have, like, I will be generally having 80%, 75% non-computers guys in the batch. So I just want to explain how to check the system configuration, how to check your system configuration, right? So open task manager, please everyone open task manager. Guys, are you on this page, guys? Everyone, did you get this PDF document, guys? Download that PDF and save it on your machine. Can you please do this? LR system requirements. Please don't ping me later. Do it right away, guys. Please don't ping me later, or please don't call me later, like how to Google search for this LoadRunner system requirements documents. Okay. Please don't ping, do it later. Please do it right away. Google search for LoadRunner 2022 system requirements and download that PDF document to your machine. Clear, guys, everyone? Right. So I'll take your silence as yes. Okay. So now how to check your processor configuration and your RAM configuration, or how to check your system configuration? Open task manager, guys. Everyone right click on the taskbar and open task manager, right? And go to, this is how task manager looks like, right? For some people who haven't opened task manager anytime, you will see the window like this. Yes or no? How many of you are seeing the window like this, guys? Guys, how many of you are seeing this option more details? Guys, please respond, guys. You have to speak out.
Yes, yes, Pawan. We are able to see.
How many of you are seeing this more details option? So click on that more details.
Yes.
Click on that more details, then you will see the task manager window like this, right? Now go to performance tab. We'll discuss this process tab there, during in the training. But for now, go to performance tab. And when you go to performance tab, you see CPU, memory, disk, and all this. Are you on this window? Everyone?
Yes, Pawan.
Everyone joined through your laptop, or anyone joined through mobile? How many of you joined through mobile? Okay, please join from laptop. Okay, if anyone joined through mobile today, please join from laptop tomorrow, right? I'll share this recorded session. You can check this later. Okay, now see the CPU configuration. You see over here, right? So see here, processor 2-core CPU is supported, 8-core CPU is recommended, isn't it? As per the system requirement document, right? Supported CPU is a 2-core CPU. Okay, now you see here, my processor has 6 cores and 12 logical processors, right? This is way and above the requirement, right? So I can confirm that, that my system supports LoadRunner from this. Clear, guys? And if you see the RAM configuration, required configuration is 8 GB, supported is 8 GB, recommended is 16 GB. Now, how to check that memory configuration? Click on this memory. Everyone, please click on this memory. And here it shows the total memory installed, total RAM installed on my machine is 16 GB, isn't it? Right? That is the recommended configuration, recommended or required configuration. Yes, there is some background noise. That's why I muted everyone. If you have any queries, please unmute yourself. Got it, guys? So I have like 16 GB of RAM. My system is having 16 GB RAM. Clear, guys? This is where you have to check. Understood, guys?
Yes, Pawan.
Okay. And if someone is having, anyone having 4 GB RAM on your machine?
Yes, sir, I have.
Okay. So please upgrade it immediately. You need to upgrade, add 4 more GB. If you have only 4 GB RAM on your machine, you should add 4 more GB to make it at least 8 GB. So this is the reason why I started with this one, right? Some people will be having 4 GB RAM. So please, you will get a 1 week time now. So but we will start LoadRunner in 1 week. So please upgrade your RAM within this 1 week. Clear on this case, everyone?
Yes, sir.
Thanks. Yeah. All right. And now let us, let's see like few more things, right? Now you should know, you understood, right? So why should we know the system configuration? Everyone should understand your system. And one more thing, available hard disk space should be 50 GB, right? Available hard disk space should be 50 GB in your C drive. If you, right? Understood, yes. So if you want to install LoadRunner, you should have 50 GB of hard disk space, right? And by default, any software will be installed in C drive, isn't it? So make sure that how much free space you have in your C drive. Okay. So how do you check that, guys? Open Windows Explorer, type Windows C. Everyone type Windows C on your keyboard together, guys. And you will get this File Explorer window. Okay. Or else you can go to desktop. You can go to desktop. Okay. And use. Hold on, let me close this same. Go to your desktop and right click on this PC properties, right? This PC properties, there you can check the system configuration, guys. Okay, here you can see installed RAM, right? Here you can see your processor and all these details. We'll discuss in detail how to check the system configuration and how to check your available free space on your C drive, right? So open a file explorer by using Windows E, right? If you type Windows C on your keyboard, you'll get this file explorer. Here you can see, and go to this PC. Okay, go to this PC, and here you can see what is the free space on your C drive in each of the drives. For instance, on my machine there are 4 drives, C, E, F, G. These are called as drive letters, right? And in C drive I have only 7 GB, but I already have LoadRunner installed on my machine. I need not worry. If you have less than 50 GB of free space, right? So free up some memory on your C drive immediately. If you have generally downloads folder will be also in C drive, right? So if you have any movies or songs downloaded in your C drive, in your C drive, move them to some other folder and make sure that you have at least 50 GB of free space in your C drive. Is it clear, guys? Guys, is it clear?
Yes, sir.
Yes, yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
And next, if it is an SSD, you should have at least 100 GB it says, as per the system requirement document. Got it? And your network card should be 1 gigabit per second. That's fine. You can ignore this. But important ones are processor and RAM and disk space. Clear, guys? And next, so this is the hardware requirement. Now, what is how about software requirement? Right? The supported operating, these are the supported operating system. So LoadRunner supports from LoadRunner, this version of LoadRunner, which is 2022 version. This supports operating system from Windows 8 onwards, as you can see here. So if you have anyone having Windows 7 on your machine, Windows 7 operating system, you need to upgrade it. You cannot use this LoadRunner 2022. You have to use LoadRunner 2020 version. I think LoadRunner 2020 supports Windows 7. Okay. Anyone having Windows 7 on your machine? If anyone is not having, we will not discuss that. And how to check that operating system? How to check what operating system is installed on your machine, right? Again, go to this PC properties, go to desktop, this PC properties. Here you will find the operating system mentioned here, isn't it? See here, you see under Windows specification, you have this, right? my operating system is Windows 10 Pro. I'll upgrade it to Windows 11 in 1 or 2 days. But right now I have Windows 10 Pro on my laptop. Clear, guys? And this is where you have to check your operating system, right? If anyone having Windows 7, you cannot use this 2022 version. Understood, guys? You can't install this LoadRunner 2022 if you are having Windows 7 because it supports only from Windows 8 onwards, right? And Windows 10, yes, supported. Windows 11, yes, right? So mostly you will have Windows 10 or 11. Most of you will be having either Windows 10 or Windows 11, isn't it? Okay. Someone is asking like, how do we get the LoadRunner software loaded in our systems? I will share that LoadRunner software to you. I'll share that software to you guys. Once you confirm your joining, I'll share that LoadRunner software to you. Right? And recommended browser is Google Chrome or Microsoft Edge or Firefox, Mozilla Firefox. And the screen resolution is 1366 by 768 or higher. Recommended one is 1600 by 900 or higher. Okay. And so generally, this can be configured. This you can change the screen resolution. However, if you are having a 4K display, if anyone is having a laptop with 4K display, LoadRunner controller is not supported. Okay. Controller is not supported on display monitors with 4K or higher resolution. Anyone having 4K display monitor? And how to check that for display resolution, right? How to check the display resolution, guys? So right click on your desktop and go to display settings. And this is where you can check the display resolution. 1920 by 1080 is my screen resolution currently. And you can change it, guys. See, observe here, you can change it. And my laptop is a 4K display, 3840 by 2160. Actually, my laptop supports 4K display. However, I changed it. I downgraded it to 1920 by 1080 because I want to use LoadRunner software, right? Understood, guys? So whenever I want to watch movies, I will switch back to this 4K display. Clear, guys? This is where you can change your system, your display resolution. Guys, able to follow?
Yes.
Yes.
Those who are having 4K display, when you are using LoadRunner, you have to decrease the resolution, screen resolution. Sorry. Understood, guys? When you are using LoadRunner, whenever you want to use only LoadRunner. Okay. And Windows update. Next important thing is before installing LoadRunner, do the Windows update. Before you install any components on a Windows machine, any components means any LoadRunner components, make sure that full set of Windows updates have been installed or install the Windows updates listed in the table below, right? So, and before you install any of the Windows update, disable UAC and restart the computer. I'll explain how to disable this UAC, right? I'll explain that. First, make sure that you update your Windows operating system. And how to do this Windows update? Go to your search box on, this is Windows search box, right? So type here Windows update. In the Windows search box, type Windows update or Windows update settings, right? Or you can select any of these, check for updates, let's say, right? And check, if there are any pending updates. Okay, this is Windows 11 update. That is a different story. Before updating to Windows 11, you have to take a backup of your system. Please remember that. It's always recommended to take a backup before upgrading the operating system itself. See, for instance, I have Windows 10 on my machine. If I want to upgrade to Windows 11, first I need to take a backup. Otherwise, there is a lesser chance, but there is a chance that I may lose some files. So that's why don't upgrade without taking a backup. Understood, guys? Can one of you share your screen and I want to explain that normal Windows update, Windows 10 updates. It is saying that you are up to date, right? Here it is saying that you are up to date, isn't it? See, hold on. If it is showing any updates here other than Windows 11, right? So please, click on download and install those updates. Other than Windows 11, guys. Okay. Sometimes it shows .NET framework updates are pending, something like that, right? Security updates are pending like that, isn't it? Anyone is seeing that? Any one of you is seeing that, that there are some updates pending, Windows updates are pending. Can you please share your screen? So observe here, in this case, it is showing that updates are available. Can you go to that screen? Right? So you can observe, you see here, right? 1 second. It is showing that updates are available, isn't it? And it is showing one cumulative update preview for .NET framework. That's what I mentioned, right? So there is some, there is some update that is pending, isn't it? So you download and install all those updates. Understood, guys? Before installing LoadRunner itself, please update this your operating system.
But Pawan, it is like downloading already here, but it is not getting downloaded.
Okay. Maybe you say you connected through mobile data or what?
No, I connected to the Wi-Fi.
Okay. Maybe your network is slow. So let it complete. Okay. So please wait till the download is done and install it. And if required, if it prompts, restart your machine.
Okay.
Clear, guys? So this is another prerequisite, right? I'm sharing my screen. This is another prerequisite for installing LoadRunner. Clear, guys? Before you install any LoadRunner component, make sure full set of Windows updates has been installed, or install the Windows updates listed in the table. See, rather than installing this individually, do a full update. Full set of Windows updates should be installed. Clear, guys? So please do this, and then I'll show what is that, how to disable that, use UAC and all, and restart the computer. Just before we install LoadRunner, I'll show this. I'll explain this. All right.
Sir, for me, I'm using my company laptop. So it's showing settings and all will be managed by organization.
In that, okay. In that case, if you don't have admin rights, you can't install LoadRunner on your machine.
Admin access I have.
If you have admin access, that's fine. Then what is the blocker? Okay. What are you worried about? Updates will happen automatically. On office laptops, in Windows, updates will be done automatically.
Yes, correct.
Okay. We need not check that manually. Updates will be done automatically. And if you have admin rights, yes, you can install it. You can install LoadRunner software, any software. And it is a, this is a, what I mean to say is, this is not a free tool. Whatever we are going to use is a trial version. Okay. Open source software, generally you need to take permission, right? But check your company policy. If you want to install any software, do you need to take any, permission? Check your organization policy.
Okay.
Those who anyone using MacBook? Is anyone using MacBook? No, right? Everyone is using a Windows laptop, right? No one is using an Apple laptop, right? So because Apple laptop, LoadRunner is not supported on an Apple laptop directly, guys. That's why I'm asking.
No, sir, I'm using a Windows laptop.
All right. Okay. All right. Now let's go back to the PPT, guys. Okay. So you understood, right? Why you should know the system configuration, and you should know your computer, right? So this helps to understand that you should know your computer. What is this? Know your computer. I named it as KYC means actual definition of KYC is know your client or know your customer, isn't it? But you know, as the letters are matching, I customized it to know your computer. So you understood why should we know our operating system and why should we know our system configuration now? You understood, guys, everyone?
Yes, sir.
Right. Now let us discuss each of these points. Okay. In this KYC. Operating system, you should know first what is your operating system and what is your system configuration. By this time, everyone understood why should we know this operating system and why should we know the system configuration, right? And the next thing that you should know is IP address. What is meant by IP address of a machine? Okay. So how to check the IP address of your machine, right? So what is this IP address? So let's understand that what is this IP address? What is IP address of my computer, right? There are multiple ways to check the IP address. First, let us understand what is IP address. Okay. Hold on. So what is IP address? So IP address means a unique string of characters that identifies each computer. A unique string of characters that identifies each computer, right? Using the internet protocol to communicate over a network. Just like how we have house number or plot number, every computer that is connected to a computer will have something called IP address. Is it clear, guys? And that is a way to identify each computer. Clear? An IP address is a unique address that identifies a device on the internet or a local network. Where IP stands for Internet Protocol. Clear, guys? It is a unique address that identifies a device on the internet or a local network, right? And how to check IP address? And again, in IP address, there are two types. One is private IP and the other one is public IP. One is private IP, the other one is public IP. First, let's see, like, first let's understand how to check the IP address, right? So open a command prompt. Everyone open a command prompt, please. By typing CMD in this Windows search box, type CMD, or you can type command prompt here, command, and you get this command prompt, right? Open a command prompt and you should get a window like this, right? And if you want to check the IP address, I want to check the IP address of my machine, and I need to use this command IP config. IP config. Please remember this command. Okay, and this is the IP address of my machine currently. I'm saying currently this is the IP address. That means this IP address may change. This IP address may change. That's why I'm saying this is the current IP address of my machine. And this is the private IP. And observe here, we have two types of IP addresses. One is private IP and the other one is public IP. And whatever you are seeing here, this is private IP address. Everyone clear on this, guys? I'll explain how to check the public IP and what is private, what is public IP. We'll discuss that. And for now, remember that this is private IP. What is meant by private IP now? Private IP means this is within my network. This is the IP address of my laptop. This laptop, whatever you are seeing, within the network, within my Wi-Fi network. Okay, this is my personal laptop, and I have office laptop also connected to my Wi-Fi router, right? And that other laptop will have some other IP address. Understood, guys? Each laptop or each device connected to an internet, for that matter, your phone will also have a different IP address. I repeat it. You are connected to, suppose you are connected to your Wi-Fi router. You connected your mobile to the router, right? You connected to your Wi-Fi, right? Your mobile device also will have some IP address, and that is called as private IP. Understood, guys? Every device connected to the internet will have this IP address to uniquely identify that device. Whether it is mobile device or iPad or a notebook, any device connected to the internet will have a unique IP address. Guys, are you with me?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Yes,
And
sir.
this IP address is called as, this is private IP. This is why it is called as private IP? This is within my network. Okay. When there are more than one device connected to the network, right? So to within my network, I should have some mechanism to identify that uniquely. And this is private IP. And what is public IP? And how to check the public IP is you open any browser and type what is my IP.com. Everyone please do this. Open a browser and type what is my IP.com. Right? And observe here, this is my public IP. And is there a difference between this private IP and public IP? Yes or no, guys?
Yes, yes.
So you see here, this is private IP, right? 192.168.0.134. So 0 is pronounced as O in software, right? In IT, 0 is pronounced as O. 192.168.0.134. This is the private IP, and my public IP is this one. Whatever you are seeing here, 103, 140, 231, 254. That is my public IP. You see it over here, right? My public IP v4 is, right? And it is showing some more information. My IP location is Hyderabad TGIN. TG for Telangana, IN for India, obviously, right? And my ISP is Zoom Fiber Solutions. What is ISP? Internet Service Provider. ISP stands for Internet Service Provider. Remember this, guys. Note down. Those who are taking running notes, note this down. ISP stands for Internet Service Provider. My Internet Service Provider is Zoom Fiber Solutions. Clear, guys? So this is the public IP. What is difference between private IP and public IP is this IP address is within my network. This is applicable within my network. Whereas to the external world, the IP address of my machine is this one. To the external world. Understood, guys? To help you understand this example, I'll give you one simple analogy. Let's say, for example, you are staying in a multi-storied apartment. You have some 10 or 20 flats in your building, right? If one of your neighbor asks you what is your flat number, you say something like 101 or 201 or 301 or 405 or something like that. Yes or no? If you are staying
Yes,
in a
sir.
multi-storied apartment, so that flat number is within your building. Yes or no? Someone who is staying in your building can understand that. Yes or no?
Yes, yes.
Suppose
Yes,
if your
sir.
friend or if your colleague asks you, where do you stay? You will not say, I am staying in flat number 405. Yes or no? You will
Yes.
say your apartment name. You will say that I am staying in so and so apartment or so and so community or so and so area, isn't it? So that is the public address of of your residence, isn't it? To the external world, that is how you tell your address. Yes or no? But if any of your neighbor asks you, like, if any of your, someone who is staying in the same apartment asks you, where do you stay? You will tell your flat number. So that is nothing but, that is nothing but private IP here. Now understood, guys, difference between public IP and private IP?
Yes, sir.
Yes, yes, sir. Yes, sir.
All right. Next thing you should know is host name, right? Next thing you should know about your machine is about your laptop or desktop is host name. Host name is nothing but your machine name. And how to check that host name? Go to the same command prompt and type host name, right? And this is my computer name. This is my computer name, Dell XPS 7590. That is the laptop model actually. Dell XPS 7590. This is my computer name, and I can change it. I can change it, and give whatever name I want. This is one way to check the host name. Another way to check is, again, go to this PC properties. This is another way to check the host name. You'll see it somewhere here. Yes. Yeah. Go to my computer properties. Let this page load. Let this window load. Yeah. So here it is. You'll see that name somewhere here also. Here it is, this device name, isn't it? And you can change this by clicking this rename this PC. If you use that rename to PC, you can change your device name. Understood, guys?
Yes, sir.
Right? So that is host name. That is nothing but host name. I'll take a pause here. Any queries around? Right? 75 to 80% of my students are from non-computers background. Mostly I will be having civil, mechanical, and even BCom graduates, BCom computers and normal BCom, BSc and all this. That's why I start with this computer fundamentals, guys. Okay. So if you already know, please bear with me for 2 sessions. So today and tomorrow, like we'll spend time on these computer fundamentals only. All right. Or else, if you already know, if you feel that you don't require this, please, you can join from day after tomorrow. All right. So this is about host name, guys. Right. Next thing you should know is LAN and WAN. So LAN stands for local area network. WAN stands for wide area network. Right. Those who are taking running notes, can you please note it down? LAN stands for, I'll do one thing. I will open a Word document for your batch. So let me create a new Word document for running notes, for giving you running notes. Copy this one. LAN stands for local area network, and where WAN stands for wide area network. Please, take running notes, guys, those who have that habit. Otherwise, I'll share this PPT anyways. All right. So once you confirm you're joining, I will be sharing this PPT. So once I share the PPT, right? So you can, suppose you came across some new term, right? So right click that, and hold on. There used to be an option previously, Control K. If you'll open the Google search, no, sorry, Explore, you should have some option called Explore. Right now, I am not getting that. Maybe that feature was there, removed from this. All right. So if you come, I'm sorry. If you come across any new term, right, just Google search for that. Okay. So let's say, for example, LAN or WAN, these are new terms to you, right? So just Google search for LAN and WAN. Got it? And go through these articles, explore yourself through this computer. So explore more on this. All right. So LAN stands for local area network, WAN stands for wide area network. And what is LAN and what is local area network and what is wide area network? That is out of scope. I'm not going to spend time on that. You have to do as a do-it-yourself exercise. Okay, I'll note it down. So what is the DIY? DIY means do it yourself.
DIY, do it yourself.
Yes,
DIY.
I'll give it in the classroom also, Google Classroom also. I will create one assignment for today, right? And I will assign it to you.
Do it yourself.
So please share your Gmail ID. Those who share your Gmail ID only will get this. I can add only them to the Google Classroom, and you will only those guys will get this assignments, whatever you have to learn. Okay, there is some issue with Google Classroom. Okay, I'll come back to that. I'll assign it later. Right? And next one is ping command. Right? Next thing you should know is ping command. So I'll stop it here, guys, for today. We'll continue tomorrow. And we'll complete. I'll try to target to complete the rest of all these in tomorrow's session. Any queries? Any queries, guys, before I close the session for today? Okay. And one more important note. So no one is supposed to record the sessions, guys. I saw someone, do using screen recorder, searching for screen recorder. So no, you are not supposed to, any participant is not supposed to record the session without my permission. Okay. So these sessions will be uploaded to my YouTube channel, and once the main content starts, right? Once we start LoadRunner or JMeter, I will be recording and sharing to your Gmail ID. So you are not supposed to share, not supposed to record it on your own, right? Without my permission. So that is the reason, right? So when I pause recording or when I stop recording, it announces a Zoom meeting, announces a notification saying that Zoom meeting says that recording in progress, because it is not legally, see, it is a, it is a legally, it's a, violation of legal rights. Please remember and understand that, right? Any participant is not supposed to record the session on their own without my consent. Understood, guys?
Yes, sir.
Yes,
So
sir.
I'm pausing recording for today. I'm pausing the session for today. So any queries before we close the session? Yes.
When will be the load runner start, sir?
Load runner will be started from most probably from next Monday. So I will take 1 week for, and guys, these performance testing fundamentals are important, guys. To understand, all these performance testing fundamentals are important to understand load runner scripting. So without understanding fundamentals, without being strong in basics, your scripting will become difficult. Okay. If you are good in these basics, right? So your scripting will become easy. Understood? Those who are from previous batch, those who already completed this performance testing fundamentals, you can join from next week onwards. Once I complete this performance testing fundamentals, I'll let you know. Then you can join from next week onwards. Any other questions, guys? And Zoom meeting ID remains the same, right? Every day you will have you can join the meeting with the same Zoom meeting ID. Anything else, guys? Any other queries?
Sir, for JMeter, evening batch is going on, right? I think 10 classes.
Yes.
Can we join that meeting and simultaneously?
What is that, Imran?
Can we join that meeting also simultaneously?
Can we join?
The JMeter training also in evening batch.
Yes, you can. But you, so you should be having some prior knowledge. If you have some prior knowledge on performance testing and JMeter, you can join that evening batch, or else I'll share the recorded sessions. You can continue.
Okay.
Once you go through the, you should parallelly go through those recorded sessions, whatever completed till now, and then you can join. We'll discuss that offline. I told you that we can discuss this offline, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Any other queries regarding to this session, guys? I'm pausing recording. And those who are watching on YouTube channel, like, thanks for watching. And if you want to join the live training, right? So here is my WhatsApp number. So subscribe to my YouTube channel if you haven't subscribed. This is my YouTube channel. If you want to search for my YouTube channel, right? So go to youtube.com and search for performance testing real-time training. We are focused more, or we are specialized in performance testing training, right? Rather than all the trainings, right? We are more focused on performance testing training. Here is my YouTube channel, guys. This is my YouTube channel. Subscribe and click turn on all notifications, guys. Please turn on all notifications, because some students say that they subscribe but they are not getting notifications on the new batches. The reason is, like, if you haven't turned on all notification, obviously you will not get that, right? So please go through this demo session first. Here is my first demo session, guys. If you haven't gone through previously, this is my first demo session, which happened last Sunday. Here, guys. So thanks for watching and have a nice day. Passing the recording, resume recording. Hey, by the way, we also provide, experience documents. I forgot to mention that we provide experience documents with a genuine bank statement and PF number, everything, right? So please, and also we run the payroll processing. We do the payroll processing. Who want to keep experience, right? We are doing payroll processing for those who want to keep experience.
Okay.
Okay. So, we can discuss offline. What are the applicable charges and all, we can discuss offline.
Okay.
All right, guys, I'm stopping here. Right. So we are providing, we are doing payroll processing and providing genuine bank statement, PF account number, and Form 16. Genuine bank statement, genuine Form 16 you will get if you run payroll with us. Payroll processing with any of our consultancies, and we have tie-ups with 5 consultancies now, 5 different consultancy and companies now. Okay. two of the companies that we provide are actually they are startup companies. They are not consultancies. They are startup companies. We are doing payroll processing from those startup companies. Okay, so you know the difference, right? Consultancies, some consultancies close it after 1 year. They run for 1 year, give experience documents, and then after 1 year they'll open a consultancy with some other name. But that is not the case with us. So most of our companies, like from where we are providing training, where we are providing experience documents, they are startup companies. They are not consultancies. Only one consultancy we have. We are tied up with only one consultancy, right? Which changes their name after every 1 year. Got it?
Okay.
Understood, yes. So that is bit economically cheaper. That's why we had the tie up with one such consultancy. Other than that, all the 4 other companies that we provide are startup companies. They will be running forever, right? You understood, right? There is no risk there, or there is no sort of risk over there, but it will be slightly costly compared to the consultancies. And right? So, and also you will get genuine bank statement, genuine form 16, which can be verified online. And your BGC will be clear, 100% clear.
Pawan, if you have genuine experience,
Those are having genuine experience, and yes, you can keep the same experience. I recommend you to keep the same experience. If you are already having genuine experience, I mean, not in performance testing. Let's say, for example, you have experience in manual testing and you learned performance testing, you want to keep that experience, you can keep the same experience as before. If you are already working in IT, and if you are working in any testing or development or something, right? I always recommend to keep the same experience. If your designation matches, your designation should be matching. For example, you are working as
we have 3 or 4 months of gap in the service.
that's not at all an issue.
Okay.
3 or 4 months or 6 months or 1 year is not at all an issue. If you learn the subject well and if you did it well in the interview, that is not at all an issue.
Sir, if we have non-IT background experience, that doesn't work, right?
We should see what is the designation and what is the company in which you are working, you have experience. We'll discuss all those offline.
Oh,
Okay, I'll stop it here, guys, for today.
Pawan,
We'll continue same time tomorrow, 9 a.m. Yes.
Pawan, this is your number 9059219399. This is your number, right?
That's my WhatsApp number. Yes.
Okay. Just before
I am displaying it one more time. This is my WhatsApp number, 90592193999.
Okay.
This is my email ID. Right? Please save my contact as Pawan MGM IT training.
Okay.
If you haven't saved it, please save it, because otherwise you will not get broadcast messages. Some broadcast messages will not be received, or you will not see the YouTube demo session links in my messages. So if you haven't saved my contact, please save it like this. Okay. All right then. So we'll connect. We'll join back tomorrow 9 a.m. Whatever company we are providing, right, experience documents, right, you can check that company in the Ministry of Corporate Affairs. Okay, and let me show you like how to check that in Ministry of Corporate Affairs. If you want to take experience documents from any consultancy, you have to check whether that company is registered or not in this Ministry of Corporate Affairs. View company, I think this is the proper link. You will see the incorporation date also. You can check the company name over here, and you can see the date of incorporation as well over here. Means that in which year it is registered. You can see that details over here. Right now, it is not allowing me to click here. There is seems like some issue with this website. All right. So, okay. All the companies that we provide experience, they are registered, and you need not worry about their genuinity. It's my responsibility, guys. Okay. Okay. All right, then I'll stop it here. Resume recording. This is one genuine concern that many of the people have. Let's say, for example, you join performance testing training, but you feel that, like if someone is from non-computers background, completely from non-computers background, and if you are not sure whether you can join performance testing directly, right? But you paid the fees to me for joining these sessions, right? That amount will be adjusted towards manual testing training. Manual testing training batch starts from next week. Next week or within 1 week or 10 days, we are starting, There will be a different trainer for that, of course. One of my friend is giving that manual testing training for us. His name is Suresh, who is having 10+ years of experience in a product-based and service-based companies. So he will be conducting manual testing training, and this fees, whatever advance that you pay for performance, that can be adjusted towards that manual testing training if you feel that you cannot follow this performance testing directly. Understood, guys? And we are providing manual testing training with ISTQB certification. None of the other institutes or trainers are giving ISTQB certification training. We are one of those who started that. Right? So you need not worry about, whether if you are paying fees, and you need not worry about your fees. But please remember that fees once paid can't be refunded. We cannot refund the fee once you pay the fee. That can be adjusted towards, another course, manual testing course, or if any of your friends join, that can be adjusted towards their fees, but it can't be completely refunded. Right? So that's all I have for today. Thanks for joining. I'm closing the session. I hope there are no queries, guys. If you have any other queries, please contact me on WhatsApp, on my WhatsApp number.
Is it necessary for manual testing learn for performance testing?
No, manual testing is not mandatory for learning performance testing. But if someone is completely from non-computers background, if you are completely new to even using a laptop, right, I suggest to first learn manual testing. Someone is completely new to, or someone is having more career gap also, I strongly recommend you to join manual testing first to fill that career gap, so that you can keep some 2 to 3 years experience on manual testing and 2 to 3 years experience on performance testing. In that way, you can fill your career gaps. All right, guys. If you have any other queries, please contact. Please we can discuss offline. Right? Don't forget to turn on the notifications, guys. Don't please subscribe to receive free demo sessions and new batch updates, and don't forget to turn on all notifications. Thank you.